Hi, this is Dean Calora with TitleTap. I'm happy that you are joining us really quickly for a demo of our Title Premium Calculator and NetSheet solution. This particular solution is really geared for your realtors and brokers. Although we have lenders that use it, we really styled it and made the usability of it catering to more of that realtor market, that purchase-based market. It currently does not have refinance capabilities. It's mostly purchase only, it has a lot of great features that your realtor community will like. We do have lenders that use it, but in full disclosure, if you're looking to attract more realtor business and increase realtor loyalty, this would be a great product for you. So I'm going to dive into several of the key features. You can find a lot of information right on our site here at titlepremiumcalculator.com. But just to kind of break things down for you very quickly, this is an example of a customer site and some ideas that you can leverage to add the calculator onto your website. It has that ability. Or if we host a site for you, a lot of this would come out of the box when we go live with your site. So you'll notice that there's a couple different ways to integrate. One is right within the website itself. So if I clicked on this NetSheet button here at the top, the NetSheet calculator capability would be presented right within the website. So this doesn't take you to a separate page. It presents it right inside the website where the user can log in. If they're already an account holder, a lot of times their details will automatically populate here, so they don't have to rekey that data in the section. We also provide a lot of great marketing behind the NetSheet. So one of those is our QR code that you'll get assigned once we go live with your NetSheet. So that's great for printed collateral. It's also great for your website. You can actually just take a picture with any phone or mobile device that's a smartphone, and it'll automatically download or prompt the download for the app. So we use a save to home screen technology. So it's going to advise you on how to do that once you've downloaded from the link or the QR code. Makes it really, really easy. A lot of big companies do that now, and it makes it to where you could have the application built at one time, kind of in service all types of mobile devices, whether they're iPhone or Google devices. So it's really, really cost effective. The other additional plus is that you'll have this instant quote widget to the right. So this is a non-login feature. It's kind of a quick value add where, again, the user can plug in a number and it automatically calculates the title premium. Now, that's only going to be for title premium. If they want more details, they'll actually have to launch the app, which is great because that gives you, as the title agent owner, some business insights of kind of who's using the application, which I'll share with you here in just a moment. Once the application has been launched, and this is the more full screen view that they'll get if they activate it from their mobile device, or as you saw here from the website in more full view, everything is branded with your branding and contact information. And you'll notice my credentials automatically appear here because I'm a registered user. So I can go in and log in and be on my way. Now I'm going to slide over to our demo application so I can get and show you a little bit of what is behind the curtain. Okay, so as I log in here, and you'll notice before I hit login, there is a quick create a free account, or I'm new here, and that's a quick setup for the user to punch in their name, email address, and company name, and that gets them registered. So this is going to be free for the realtors and brokers. Okay, so it's a great, again, marketing tool, sort of like your billboard in their pocket, right? It's going to be your icon, your logo that's going to be on the phones. The view that you're looking at right now is our dashboard view, and this is going to have details for you as the owner or the marketing person for the title agency as to who's using the application. So we've got things like emails, prints, saves, orders, registrations. Each one of these buckets can be selected rather and clicked on, so you can kind of get individual stats according to who's doing what. So when you do that, you'll notice that it gives you a drop down on the client name. They put in any kind of property address information, the price of the transaction that was being worked on, and you can actually, as the owner, view what was being worked on. So What's great about that is that if you wanted to reach out to this particular realtor, you would have a property that's relevant to them in process, right? So it's almost like a view to their sales pipeline. So in this case with Megan, I could reach out and say, hey, I see you're working on a transaction, and would love to, help you to make sure that you've dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's. Have you asked, if they're married, if they're divorced, just make sure that you've got all the signatures on the contract that need to be there. So it just helps you with that rapport building in the early stages of the sales cycle when, you might have 2 or 3 other competitors trying to vie for their business. You'll notice right here too on this example that all the net sheets are co-brandable, so that the realtor and broker can have their photo and image on one side, the broker logo on the other, and then at the bottom of the footer would be your title company information and logo. Okay, so everything in here is co-brandable, and so it makes it really nice again for the realtor to have a personalized thing to share with their clients. Okay, so if I was going to come in really quickly, and I'm going to show you a couple of examples here on what the user. So in this case, let's say it was the realtor coming in to create a net sheet, and they're working on the seller side. They would quickly pick a closing date, and let's just call it the 20th, and they want to punch in a purchase price, let's say of $500,000, mortgage balance of $100,000, and they can pick who's paying for title. If you're in a state where the seller typically pays, or the buyer typically pays, this gives you the option as the user to pick and choose that. The last year's tax field, in certain states we support tax prorations. You'll have to ask or provide us which state you're in. Most of the time, a lot of our customers will just put that into a disclaimer section, because in some cases it's hard for realtors to explain how that calculation works. It's just easier for the title agent to explain that. But a lot of your fees, when we onboard you as a new customer, we will auto-populate those fees into the various sections where they apply. But again, maybe I'm putting in I'm getting 6% commission. This is going to be for John Smith. And again, they don't have to put in all of this data. They can just put in some basic information, and the system kind of does the rest. So I'm going to just say any town, and we'll just say this is going to be for Florida, and see Florida, and I'll just make up some kind of a zip code here at the end. So we'll just say 555. And another cool feature here is that you can add more fees. So again, a lot of these fees you would have given to us and would have been pre-populated in the section. These fees can either be hard-coded in, or they can be editable. So if you want the user to be able to change them, they can. Otherwise, we can make them hard-coded. The user can also change or add their own fees. So maybe this is going to be a utility fee, right, as part of the transaction at $500. They can add charge, right, and that's going to be automatically added into the section. Maybe they're going to offer a broker credit as well, and that's going to be for $1,000, right? Add credit. And what's also nice is that if they want to add any kind of notes, so I'll just say notes test, they can add that as well. So if I hit calculate, you'll see very quickly that the broker credit was added here, $1,000. Utility fee was added at $500. The math is all done. Now this happens to be a Florida example, and you can kind of see where the commission and the tax proration, I'm sorry, not the tax proration, but the transfer taxes. In Florida, they have transfer taxes on the deed, was all kind of calculated for them, title insurance, et cetera. So at the bottom, they have a nice clean net number to present. We've got our notes included, and there's also signing blocks for the seller to sign off and that agent to sign off. This was the disclaimer section at the bottom. This is completely edit friendly. So if you want us to add additional language here, we can, just to make sure that you've got your bases covered, but we have some default language there to start. Now, in this scenario, they can come and save this work. They can print it, they can email it out to the client. Again, the system captures all of those points and docs it so that you get notified as the owner of that action, okay? And you can kind of set up who else you want notified for various things. So let's just say here I want to save this, right? And this is going to be for 500K for John Smith, and I want to save. So now this saves this in the system. And if I go to my save files, you'll see here 500K John Smith, and I can view this, and you can kind of see in the system. Now, what makes it nice is that I don't have to come back and rekey any of this information in. It's already there for me, and I'm good to go. Let's say, though, I'm in a situation where I've got a multiple scenario case where, again, and this happens a lot for realtors, where the seller wants to know, hey, what do I make if I sell it at this, or if I sell it at, something $50,000 more, et cetera. So you can actually add different scenarios in here, up to 3. So as I add each scenario, I can plug in whatever the new price is that I want to have added to the system, and it's going to then do my math for me at that price. Okay, so really, really nice feature here, and something that a lot of our customers love, just because, again, it allows them to kind of have variance in price in other areas that they can do very, very quickly. So if I hit calculate, you'll see here it does now 3 calculations on the fly, where I've got a good, better, best in here at the bottom net. And in a lot of scenarios in our setup, we make it to where a lot of these fees can carry over, so they don't have to rekey. Like, I know you just saw me rekey a few things. In the setup, we can have it to where you just want them by default to be copied over. Okay, so we can set that up for you, on the back end, if that's how you'd like it. So again, really, really helpful feature here to have this. And again, they can sign off here at the bottom for that. Another neat feature is, let's say they're ready to go, they have a contract, they can hit the order button and actually pick which scenario won. So maybe it's the second scenario that actually won. It automatically pulls in that scenario's pricing. All they have to do is fill in the buyer information, lender information, and when they hit order title, this gets sent as an email to your order entry department. Okay, and again, everything kind of gets captured in on that back end as well. So your clients have the ability to order title straight from the app as well. So you'll notice that we have a couple of other scenarios. We've got a buyer cash and a buyer finance. So again, each one of these is set up so that your fees automatically get put into the system, much like you saw on the seller side. The other thing I wanted to mention is there is share ability. So this gives the realtor the ability to share this with their network, and what they're sharing is your app that they can then have their peers download. It does not share in the specific details of any transaction. It's just a marketing tool for your application. They can also come in on the settings and control their own branding. So if they want to update account information, if they want to change their own passwords, if they want to update their pictures and any of the branding, they have all that capability on their own. So the settings are really nice there. And for you on your end, as the admin, you also have to, again, change who gets notified for what types of actions. So maybe you have all orders going to a specific email address and all marketing going to other email addresses. You can control all that from the back end here, as well as your own branding, right? So whatever image you want as the icon coming up on the phone, whatever logo you want to be displayed on the printouts, that can all be controlled by you and updated at any time. You can also send that to support, and we can update those for you as well. So in a nutshell, this is a fantastic marketing tool. It is great to be almost a billboard in their pocket. Great for marketing. We have a whole marketing component to this, where we give you in our support portal templates for different flyers and different suggestions on where to put it in social media and things of that nature. So it's a great conversation starter, great way to generate referral leads as well as client loyalty. And if you have, again, the interest of learning more about what's possible in your specific state, in your situation, please let us know. You can go right to titlepremiumcalculator.com and schedule a demo, or titletap.com and schedule a demo. And one of our team members will reach out to you for a personalized phone call and demo. So hopefully you found this helpful, and we look forward to working with you soon. Thank you.